Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way. So there he is, Wesley Sneijder, a terrific playmaker.
Yeah, one of the very best to emerge from that legendary Amsterdam production line. An old-style number 10 whose ability with the ball is the envy of many.
And is that his greatest strength, or is there more to him?
Well, without doubt, it's his tactical intelligence combined with his pinpoint precision. The guy is like clockwork. You have to have...
Just the goalkeeper to beat. Shot, surely! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, that's a key interception. So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Ribery is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. And it's Nedved. Over to the left.
Colorado Springs are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Ribery, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Now it's Villa, looking for the run, and he was alert to it. That's travelling a long way. Can he get it through? And he's in on goal! Adriano is on his own.
Will simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here, because that was a magnificent save.
Vieira. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Adriano. And he cuts out the supply. Neymar. It's Sneijder. Darren Fletcher. Great vision. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Forlan. Adams calmly anticipates.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And we have our very first corner. He's quick to get it clear again. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, cracking. It's loose! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, he's been caught now, and again! Oh, taken with style. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah,
and the first 45 minutes are up. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Colorado Springs certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing. Don't leave the door open for the opposition.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Now it's Luis Suarez. That is lovely. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Xavi Alonso. Adriano. And here's Nedved. Well seen, saw that coming. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Forlan. Xavi Alonso. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Forlan. And here's Forlan. Pinches it off him. Well, that looks a decent ball. Conte
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Ribery going face-to-face with his great rival. Played out to the left flank. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nedved. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Schneider. Forlan. Now it's Schneider. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And it's Nedved. Adriano constantly looking for the ball into the box. Conte. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Neymar picks it up out wide, and he's managed to get free. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Peru looking to pass their way through. Shapes the shoots! That is delicious! That is a gem! An absolute gem!
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Substitution on the field, number 11, Adriano.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 8,
Peru get themselves back into contention.
number 9.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now,
Coming
Peter,
on the
but they've got to
field,
stay calm and not go
number 17,
completely gung-ho.
Bale. Number 21,
Well, there's plenty to
number
like
10,
about this approach.
Messi.
Get your head down,
Number
keep battling
14,
away, and eventually
Raul.
things might change for you.
Substitution.
Now it's Pato. Vieira. Messi. And this is Pato. That is a brilliant interception.
Colorado Springs can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Messi. And this is Pato. Oh, it's come loose. And that will be it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Giorgio Chiellini, Jim. Now there is a defender who loves to defend.
Yeah, and he's a very capable one too. I mean, this guy is all about courage, physicality, athleticism, about as hard as they come. Although I personally like to see him paired up with some ball-playing defenders. His distribution is decent, but you want him to focus on the main task, which is defending, and that he loves.
And this is Nedved.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ribéry. Caught offside that time. Now it's Pelé. Oh, well measured. Thinks about the shot. Takes a shot! He's delivered all right! There is the breakthrough! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's got a chance! Now it's Luis Suarez, and here's Neymar, and the shot's on here. Pelé! He has done it! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Now it's Pelé.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Chance! Goal! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Goal! After 32 minutes is number 5.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And it's Nedved. Now it's Luis Suarez. Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Inzaghi. He's a sharp little ball here. Adriano! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Adriano has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
It's played through for him. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And we hit half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
So off we go once more.
Colorado Springs can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And that is a little undercooked. And the shot! No mistake! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me.
Just the goalkeeper. Shot a goal! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Dealing with the pressure. And that's one back. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Luis Suarez being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Neymar. Great vision. Maldini. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. De Gea with the clearance. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Now, what about a counter-attack? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mateus. That pass has been well intercepted. Vieira. Ribery. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Luis Suarez. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And we have our very first corner. Oh, smashing header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Vieira certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Substitution on the field. Number 15.
We have got
Chiellini.
changes here from
Number
both sides, in
24,
fact.
Hausen. Number 7. Filippo Inzaghi. Number 10. Neymar.
Well, the idea was a good one.
Number 14.
The execution of it, not
Kukçu.
quite so.
Well, the
Coming
pass
on the
wasn't
field,
good enough, and
number
he
5,
knows it.
Van Dijk. Number 2.
And this is Del
Eric
Piero.
Garcia. Number 18.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Fernandez. Substitution.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Cruyff. Plenty to aim at here. Real chance! And it's in! Tie A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
There will be
It
5
just goes to
minutes
show
added
you what
time.
determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find the winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
And that was very necessary. Mateus. Now he's got space here, and he's intervened well there. And that is that. Magic. What a magical football match, and genuine respect all round. How would you sum up what we've witnessed? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next
Hello
2 hours,
everybody,
it
and
might not
welcome
feel
to
like that.
today's match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings the power to whatever he does, and his unquenchable thirst for goals is always an enjoyable sideshow. It's very...
Cristiano Ronaldo! Marvellous goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And we have our very first corner. And now they can clear their lines. Ribery. Looking tidy in possession here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Vieira. And here's Nedved. Lovely, now then. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Nicely aimed pass.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Maldini. Has a look and place it forward.
Colorado Springs really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Ribery. Nedved. Adriano. Nedved conjures time and space where few can. That is a brilliant interception.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Referee's given a throw. Another throw-in. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's their second corner of the game. And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. Luis Suarez. Thuram demonstrating his defensive quality there. Looking for a runner. Chips it through. Vieira. Ribery. Passing is crisp and sharp. Aims beyond the defence. Now Pirlo. And the whistle goes for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible.
It's Nedved! That is delicious! A finish of true class! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Decent chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass. And we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Xavi Alonso. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Some really good ball movement. It's run loose here. And it's Bale. And he's Bale! That is special! Gareth Bale! He's got himself an absolute peach. Again, we are level. What a contest!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Shot a goal! Oh, taken with style. And the comeback is complete. forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And here's Hullet. Rummenigge. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. No foul, says the referee. Well, that pass isn't the best. And he plays one through. And he's well positioned here. He's having a shot! It's there! He has gobbled up his 20th goal. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Quality ball. Tries to pass it through. And this is Hullet. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And that interception was... And a chance! They've scored! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's mystifying that
And there goes the final whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game. From those players, what unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Bale voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
It's time to announce today's winning lottery numbers.
The end of the game. Reflections?
well, what a difference a half can make, Peter. And the second half saw this team full of courage and energy. It's very impressive how this team turned it all around.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
everybody,
The
and
fans have
welcome
pulled
to
out all the
today's
stops
match.
to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. Del Piero making his 100th appearance here today, of course.
Yeah, something that I mentioned to him in person before the match, Peter, although it took some time to register. Pretty much the same with me on my 100th game. I was more focused on winning than anything else.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Nedved. Del Piero could try cutting inside here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Del Piero. Ribéry. Xavi Alonso. And this is Luis Suarez. Goes for a shot! Just eases him off the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Lizarazu. It's a searching pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. So it is still 0-0. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. It's a promising position. Takes the shot! And that is wildly off target.
Brazil certainly looked sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Substitution for Brazil. Number 23.
Brazil choosing to make the first
Coming on to
change.
replace him
Well, this
is
could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Now it's Luis Suarez. He has found the way through. That's very neat. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Lizarazu attempts a clearance. Dani Olmo can so cleverly bypass the press. Can he get on the end of this? Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Referee has just said play on. And it's Nedved. And that interception was most necessary. Vieira. And here's Suarez. Tries to play it through. Nedved. He's had a shot! Marvellous goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top draw.
Truly superb.
There will
A
be
goal
1 minute
of such
added time.
supreme quality, composure and class.
Well,
And there's the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
on the evidence of what we've
And
seen,
now, I'd
they
just
worth
like to
their
read
lead.
out our
There
fan
was
club
genuine
members who are
intensity
celebrating
and
their birthdays
purpose
today.
behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Messi. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Stood up well to him there. Opts for safety. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And he has shown him a yellow card. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. And here's Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! He is just caressing the ball. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for...
Daniel! Oh, super goal! About as smooth as it gets. Brazil are back in business. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Decent chance! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Mbappe. And the pass is intercepted. Nicely shaped ball. And this is Messi. Maldini. Maldini going full steam ahead down the left flank. And that's gone loose. And this is Luis Suarez. And one more try! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Suarez has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Now it's Del Piero.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Mohamed Salah.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Nedved has found the net here, of course. That pass isn't the best. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A draw and a highly Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Madrid have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course. So, with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And, of course, the right service into the box.
Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game...
Tries from a long way out. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He's had it taken off him. He's tried one! And it's a goal! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration...
Dybala! He has done it! And they're at it again in double quick time. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, he's been caught napping. And he's managed to get free. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
It's Luis Suarez! Off the post. Goes long and straight. Van der Vaart. Now it's Mbappe. That is good strength. And it's Dybala. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Dybala looking understandably energised after his goal. Ribery. Oh, there's a probing ball. Not the most accurate pass. Xavi Alonso. Now Costa Curta. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Mbappe.
There will be
He has found the way through.
time.
Mbappe on a charge down the left. And it's half-time here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those two goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Madrid look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter it.
Goes for a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Van Dijk getting this one clear. is through here. That's good play. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Xavi Alonso.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Oh, that's a key interception. Vieira. Now it's Nedved. Xavi Alonso. Anthony. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, well played, well played. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Mbappe. Vieira. 75 minutes played. And a chance! It's in! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Costa Curta makes the interception. And it's Dybala. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Hernandez spots it and intercepts. Dybala. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. And it's Nedved.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Gordon. And that's it. Well, that was intense. An enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim? The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
I still feel that this man Diego Forlan is a little unappreciated, Peter, despite all of his achievements.
Why might that be?
I suppose the fact that success came slowly, his career has been a tale of patience and early setbacks, but that's what made him what he is now. In many ways, it's made him much stronger.
And this is Ribery, crossed into the box. That has been knocked clear. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Ibrahimovic takes control of it and he's on the move. Ribery. Oh, well measured. It's come to nothing. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Good ball, good take. Can he get it through? Zanetti.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Looking for the run. Ribery is in a really good position out wide. McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets. And it's Scholes. Oh, good take. Can he finish? He's got to be quick to recover this. Nice. Ended up in no man's land. And they've got a throw. Little pass back. Well timed, excellent interception.
Botafogo really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Messi. And here's Ibrahimovic. Gets his head on it! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Oh, it's Nedved. And it's Forlan. Scholes. That's an excellent interception. Adriano dominates aerially so often. McAllister. That's a little off target.
Nepal are totally dominant in the middle of the park. A no-way-through zone.
Ribery. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. He's a sharp little ball here. He's picked his way through. Nedved crosses. And the first 45 minutes are up. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
Please be reminded
To look back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Ribery cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Nedved. Can he get it through? Oh, super find. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Botafogo clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
It's full on! It's hit the upright. Cafu, cross from Cafu. And he's there to clear it. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Now it's Ribery. Cafu shows great strength. Messi. And it's Nedved. Here's Nedved. Ribery. Here's a player who's always giving defenders headaches. All driven. A header! Sticks it away! And finally, he has breathed life into the game. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
Number 21, Adriano.
Botafogo are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Nepal really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Bellingham. Messi. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Nepal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Substitution.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Messi, he is through here. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Isco has chosen to go back, and this is Roberto Carlos, flings in across.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Bellingham, tries a shot, and it's in. They have stolen level at the last.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Now it's McAllister. Shot, surely! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
All hands on deck for this one. And that will be it. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. Adriano voted man of the match. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everybody,
stadium,
and
and the
welcome
players
to
on the
today's
pitch are
match.
raring to go any minute
United
now.
against Botafogo.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be...
It's Vieri! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Flashes it across. Terrific header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. And here's Owen. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Pinches it off him. Now, who's going to be first to this? And that is as far as they're going to go. Great defending, strong and determined. And he cuts out the supply. Plays a sharp little ball here. Chance, surely! Goal! Botafogo! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And it's Messi. That pass has been well intercepted. Eto'o. Now that looks a decent ball. Messi picks it up out wide. Aimed beyond the defence. And he was alert to it. Now, what about a counter-attack? Great vision. That has been cut short.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top. Del Piero! Alessandro Del Piero, another ice-cool goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Botafogo are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Owen unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Eto'o. Knocks it into space. Out to the left it goes. Fired deep towards the back post. Owen. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Botafogo really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Botafogo are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 3, Alexander Arnold.
And we're underway again.
Coming on to replace him is number 13, Hazard.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Looking to go deep. And that should get the job done. Azar. Thuram. And Donatoni. And it's Messi. He's being urged to shoot. Nedved. And they can counter here. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, some tackle that. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And this is big chance! Now, oh, it's fallen loose again! In he goes again! And that was very necessary. 60 minutes played. Now it's Owen. And the ball is out of play.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 19.
So, time for
Donatoni.
changes on
Number
both
10,
sides, actually.
Owen. Number 9, Vieri.
Oh, this
Number
looks sharp.
14, Eto'o.
Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Number 5.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Number 18, Olise.
Substitutions
Messi.
taking place.
Botafogo are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. He's making a real surge on the left. Ribéry. Oh, what a climb! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And this is it's Adriano! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Adriano really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Oh, played through for the wide man. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's put paid to a promising move. And here's Azar. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Not the most accurate pass. Torres. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Good read, needed to be.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And this is Adriano. And that's that. Botafogo can take all the spoils, and it is... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, this guy, McAllister, is someone I see as the linchpin in this side. He's a playmaker who loves that little left-sided channel to release people further up the pitch. But I also like to see him play centrally at times. I think he's just very, very good in the number 10 position, and he's got a great understanding of that role.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Best. Knocks it into space. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Chiellini. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Aubameyang. Can he finish? Goal! Galatasaray! Well, how's that for a class finish?
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And here's Cruyff. Looking for options for movement. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And we have our very first corner. He's got tall. Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Can he get on the end of this? And he's well positioned here. And the finish! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
That has certainly made things interesting. Oh, he's been messy! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Zanetti. And it's Sneijder. And here's Aubameyang. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Bergomi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Sneijder. Messi. Oh, well measured. He's found a way through. That's good play. There's a no-nonsense tackle.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now it's Del Piero.
2 added
Best.
minutes has been indicated.
Nedved. And it's Lahm. And it's Cruyff.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
And we've reached half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. Second period then underway.
Botafogo are probably feeling...
Aubameyang! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Galatasaray have their second corner now. Oh, what a climb! Marvellous goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have a breakthrough, and Messi! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And here's Del Piero. Nedved. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Lovely pass, but can he get there? No, that's been intercepted. Lahm. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. 60 minutes played. Messi looking to penetrate opposition lines. Adriano could try cutting inside here.
Botafogo really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Adriano! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Substitution for Botafogo. Number 20.
It's their second corner of the game.
Number 24, Nedved. Number 22, Messi.
Climbs up big! Goal! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let them...
It's Bale! Gareth glittering Bale! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they get themselves in front! He has given that the lot. Bang! It's a mighty effort! It's fallen kindly here. That is a crunching tackle. So can they do it again? And he's taking no chances there. That's very neat.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Great vision. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Botafogo are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on.
A header! He has done it! They have stolen level at the last! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Oh, smashing header! He can get that clear. Engages and forces him off the ball. Nice looking ball. Floated through. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Vieira wins the duel this time. Threads one in. We are into overtime. Marquinhos. Oh, good-looking ball. Maldini cuts it out. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Magic. What a magical football match. And Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living...
That could spell trouble. He is through here. Shot, and the shot! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Milan really were asking for trouble there by failing.
And Del Piero! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Lovely pass, but Romario! It's loose now. Oh, what has happened here? Here comes the cross. Bergomi gets it away. Davids. This is Romario. Kante did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That has been cut short. Saliba. Milan looking to pass their way through. And here's Del Piero.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. And here's Romario, and it's Cruyff. So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. And he's intervened well there. Well, that pass isn't the best. And smartly reclaimed. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Adriano. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Back into the middle. And this is Batistuta. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And it's Lam. Looking for options for movement. Nedved. Good read, needed to be. Davids.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And here's Del Piero. And that'll be the last act of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent, but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Botafogo have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0.
Substitution.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Vieira does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Roberto Carlos. He's going for goal! Wonderful from Del Piero! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Milan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Plays a sharp little ball here. Fired deep towards the back post. Del Piero. Saliba. And it's Davids. And this is Romario. Vieira. To Messi. And that's put paid to a promising move. And he's quick to snatch it back. And here's Bale. Played out wide.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Roberto Carlos. And he lines up a... Oh, what a climb! That's another chance! Goal, Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Lahm is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Del Piero bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Has been indicated.
Milan clearly now in lead preservation mode. And that was nowhere near his best. And we're done. Botafogo did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. So Javier Zanetti, Jim, very little doubt, I suppose, that he will have a huge influence on the outcome today.
Absolutely, Peter. One of his teammates even said he was better than all of us put together, which goes to show how complete a player he actually is. When it comes to balancing attack and defence, I'm not sure there's ever been anyone better.
Adriano. Good running, strong and purposeful. Adriano! Adriano! That is wonderful!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Neatly clipped into space. Mbappe is onto this. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, this looks sharp. Mbappe is in a really good chance, surely! And we have our very first corner. Botafogo have the chance to go the other way. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Del Piero. That has been cut short. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Del Piero. Botafogo looking to pass their way through. Pogba. Nedved.
That's positional gold. The utilisation.
Header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Now it's Dani Olmo. Oh, good read. He won't be happy with that one. And he cuts out the supply. That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's Del Piero. Driving through the middle. Botafogo looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Good ball, good take. And he's managed to... Chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back. Botafogo have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Adriano. Now it's Del Piero. There's the whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Botafogo head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Now, can they get him away?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And it's Valverde. Dani Olmo can see things others simply cannot. He's on it, can he get away? And Del Piero! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Threads one in. Oh, good ball! Can he finish? Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Adriano knows only too well that he should have converted after getting through one-on-one. He doesn't need telling.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
We have got changes here from both sides, in
Number
fact.
9, Mbappe. Number 13, David Villa.
Oh, he's been caught on it here.
11,
And he's one-on-one. Pato!
Number 18.
And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Conte. Substitution.
Cruyff. Nice interception, well timed.
Bangladesh really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Cruyff.
Bangladesh really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He's going for goal! Now, has another go! He has done it! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And the pass is intercepted. Messi. Botafogo do have a chance to counter here. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And that's that. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then.
This guy, Roberto Carlos, really is a unique player, Peter.
I don't think anyone would argue with that.
The pace, the power, the set pieces, the way he constantly surges forward.
And a fabulous urgency about everything he does.
That's exactly it.
This might spell danger. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Bergomi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. They want to be quick to recover this. Nedved tries to play it through. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Vitinha.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Gerrard plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
Colorado Springs really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's had a shot! He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big chance now from 12 yards. To open the scoring. And he's buried it! 1-0. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Xavi Alonso. Now it's Luis Suarez. Almost half an hour in now. And this is Ronaldo. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Oh, easy pickings there. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Xavi Alonso has found the net here, of course.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Nedved is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Shapes to shoot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Shevchenko clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Nedved. And now they can spring out of defence. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Thuram has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. Cross goes in there.
Has been indicated.
And it's hoisted clear. Gerrard. Vitinha. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, every now and again we get a bit lucky, Peter, don't we? And this is an absolute treat. A tremendous spectacle for the neutrals, but a bit of a nightmare for the fans and two managers.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
Substitution on the field, number 10, Suarez.
And the second half gets underway.
Number 9.
Colorado Springs really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Nedved. And here's Schneider. Xavi Alonso. Cruyff towering forward here. Roberto Carlos with a definite fell there. And he is going into that little black book.
Colorado Springs are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Good Nedved! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Adriano being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
So it's going to be another corner. It's their second corner of the game. Big header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Now that's well seen too. Edmilson. Rodri. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Out towards the flank. Schneider. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a throw. Oh, good-looking ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Now it's Cruyff. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Shevchenko. One-nil as we head towards the end. And he's chosen to go back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
The message is clear. None shall pass. Rodri. Oh, it's a promising build-up. Can he finish? It's a goal! Dying minutes, and we're all square again. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Substitution on the field. Number 23.
So,
Adriano.
time for changes on
Number
both sides,
17,
actually.
Griezmann.
So, all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Great ball, and the finish! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're underway. Alessandro Costacurta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Diaz. He has found a way through. And here's Xavi. And it's Griezmann. Now it's Cruyff. Crunching tackle. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Great vision.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Vieira. It's Griezmann! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Thuram proves too strong. So it is still 0-0. Now it's Griezmann. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Koku. And it's Kaka.
Colorado Springs really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Looking for the run. Great Diaz! And we have our very first corner. Big header! Against the crossbar! And that's caused a worry or two.
Koku must have been hit by a flash of doubt then. He complicated what looked like an easy opportunity.
And smartly reclaimed. Can he get on the end of this? Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Vieira. Oh, they can break here. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he's managed to get rid and reclaimed it in a trice. Tries to play it through. Oh, there's a probing ball. Albertini. Koku. Xavi.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Griezmann. Now, he's got space here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
The green backpack. Kindly contact a nearby member of staff.
Substitution on the field. Number 23, Adriano.
Here we go again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Number 8, Del Piero. Number 18,
Quality ball.
Messi.
Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Pato is sharing after that one. Del Piero. He's had it taken off him. Kaka. Saliba. Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking to play him in. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now it's Messi. Messi, good take, and it's Messi! Goal! First blood drawn.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Substitution.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Nedved. It's played through for him. And this is... And Del Piero!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
And here's Messi. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's found and he shoots! He's scored! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Koku gets across to intercept that. Diaz.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Messi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Albertini. Just 5 minutes left. He shifted it to the flank. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Has been indicated.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football. And we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, Federico Di Marco is someone I consider to be an elite fullback. Even in Italy, where defending is an art, he's brilliant going in both directions, and he's got an impressive assist tally, and he's got solid defensive numbers too, so he really does make that left side his own, whether he's at left back or as a wing back.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Played over towards the opposite. Oh, terrible pass. Lam, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Dani Olmo. Looking for options for movement. Dani Olmo, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, that's a key interception. Nedved. And it's Messi. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Lovely feet. An instinctive delivery. Climbs up big! He's scored! A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
That's terrific aggression, the way he attacked the ball.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Threads one in, now it's Messi. He is through here! And a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Nedved has a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And that was very necessary.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Suarez. Now it's Messi. And Messi! Messi! Genius! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Substitution on the field, number 11.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Played in. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Olmo. And here's Neymar. Oh, sweet feet. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Shot a goal! Well, now it's a race for the... Oh, what has happened here? Backward it goes. And the shot! He scores! Deep into first half stoppage time, a crucial goal. And we've reached half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. It's a mighty effort! He's got a goal! And this is getting better and better. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Superb timing to generate that power through a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
DiMarco.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Dani Olmo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Played out wide. DiMarco. In by DiMarco. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Di Lorenzo. That's really good defending. Vieira. And it's Olmo. Dani Olmo! Delicious from Dani Olmo! A finish of true class! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well,
He's gone to goal! Adriano, what a goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Reflections on the goal?
Yeah, and anything that's hit low with real pace like that makes it so much harder for the keeper, and he was never going to get to that.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Kane.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Di Lorenzo. Very nicely done. Tonali.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Donatoni. DiMarco. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, what a ball! Real chance! Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Well, the keepers these days have done their homework. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Can he finish? Neymar! This boy is showbiz! About as smooth as it gets. They have stolen level at the last. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
And he's managed to gift it back. Aimed beyond the defence. And he plays one through. Schmeichel. And the referee brings it to a close. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the